Growing up, I had dreams and aspirations, but always felt like the kid that didn't fit in. For the most part, I wasn't a bad kid, but when I made the transition into adulthood, I turned to the streets for guidance. This led to getting locked up in juvenile hall, doing time in CYA, and eventually a 120-month sentence in federal prison. I had a lot of time to think and reflect during my federal sentence, so I share with you what I learned, hoping I can positively influence someone else's life with Prison Talk. What's up, y'all? Big Herc, fresh out. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of Prison Talk. We really thank you guys for supporting us for all this time. A lot of you guys have seen us go from 100 subscribers all the way up to 180, and we're almost at 200K. We hit 200K, we're gonna be doing a big screen giveaway, flat screen. So make sure you guys subscribe, tell your friends subscribe, leave comments. You automatically enter to win the flat screen TV we're giving away. So make sure you guys, pass the word on, and also tune in to our Instagram, our Twitter, and our Patreon, which are FreshOutSeries. And if you haven't got a chance, check out the website, man, www.FreshOutSeries.com. The shoes are in for pre-order along with the slides. So pre-order is going to be discounted, and once we get the actual pre-orders done, it's going to go to regular price. So make sure you get some. These shoes aren't no bullshit. They're not the big baller cheap shit. They're not the the other the Steph Marbury's out there. No, these are some quality shoes, very comfortable. Good leather. The slides are quality like any other name brand. So make sure you guys check them out. And get you a pair, man. Shower roll jumping off. We're going to do the shower rolls for everybody who orders the pre-order of the slides. You'll get a signed little towel by Big Herc. So we'll throw a towel in there because, the shower roll, you don't want to get caught without your towel. Got them little cheeks hanging out there. So, get your shower roll with the pre-orders of the slides. Had a question from one of our viewers. We do a lot of questions too. And you can email us at FreshOutSeries@gmail.com for questions. But one of our viewers was asking, Big Herc, keep it rolling with the good content. My question has to deal with being obese in prison. How do large obese inmates get treated? Are they getting checked a lot? Do they get messed with for being out of shape? What if an inmate has some chunk funk? Do they get a lot of pressure to work out and lose that fat by their homies? I could see this as being an issue because from what you have presented before, if you can't ride, then cliques don't want you, and being fat makes it hard to have any physical endurance when shit pops off. Also, does being obese make you more of an attractive target for those punks that are looking to bust some cheeks? What are your thoughts? Much love from Michigan. Hey man, if you a fat ass, you're gonna get in prison, you're gonna do some fucking burpees. You're gonna get that fat ass in shape because ain't nobody giving fat motherfuckers no privileges in prison. You're not getting extra food because you're fat. You're not getting not getting to go through the chow hall twice. Ain't no discounts on commissary, none of that shit. So, not to try to knock, people who are obese. I know some people have issues, thyroid conditions, but some of you motherfuckers are just lazy, man. And if you're lazy, you shouldn't have been out there really committing no crimes. Anyways, I don't know how you were getting away as a fat motherfucker trying to run down the street. You can't run nowhere. You know what I mean? So it must have been some type of cyber crime you were committing. But if you go to prison and you're a fat dude, a fat person, you are most likely gonna start walking the track in the mornings because you're gonna feel like you have the time to exercise. So it's a good time to actually make a change in your life. Not to be negative, but to be on the positive side. You make a change. Most fat people I've seen that come to prison, within the first 6 months, they lose anywhere from 60 to 80 pounds, 100 pounds. I've seen it. 6 to 8 months, they look like a whole nother person because they get around other people. They're not getting, babied by whoever was, taking care of them on the street, or their wife's cooking for them, or the girlfriend, or going to In and Out and shit like that. Nah, you get this fucked up meal from prison, which that'll put you on a diet. The commissary is limited, so that's gonna put you on a diet. And the fact that, you're out of shape and people are talking shit, that's gonna put you on a diet. So there's a lot of dietary pluses going to prison if you're fat. That's gonna help you lose weight. I like I said, most of the people I've seen in there that was fat, they lost a lot of weight. They started working out. They weren't just laying around eating Cheetos and shit like that. People don't put up with that. If you got, you know, what they call it, the chunk funk, man, you will get your wig split. Ain't nobody trying to be around a fat, smelly motherfucker up in prison, you know. And just because you're fat don't mean you're gonna get a bottom bunk. You're gonna have to climb that fat ass on the top bunk like everybody else if it's required. So there's no, like I said, no privileges, man. And, you know, exercise is big in prison. And everybody pretty much exercises. You got some guys who don't exercise, you know, some guys who try not to shower every day, but, you know, their homies check them because somebody else will check them, and it's just the way it goes. So being fat in prison, you know, it's not like you're going to skate through, or the warden's going to feel compassionate for you, or guards are going to feel compassionate for you. You have to work like everybody else. You got to get up in the morning, make your bed like everybody else. You got to, you know, if you're clicked up and you're a fat ass, they're going to make you do burpees. You know, they're going to maybe put you on extra workout detail. You know, you might have to go out there, you know, 2 to 3 hours a day working out because you're fat. And, you know, you'll have somebody, if you're a gang member, bossing your fat ass around, telling you what to do. It's just how it is. Unless you're a boss man and you just came on there and you're the big baller and you're supplying all the homies on the street. But if you was just a soldier on the street and you're a fat ass, you will get your fat ass in shape. And as far as being appealing to the punks, man, I don't know what the punks are attracted to in prison, because I wasn't on that kind of time in there. And so being fat, I don't know if it makes you more attractive. But, you know, if you're walking around there and you're sashaying and you know, and you got, you know, man boobs and all that shit, then, you know, a motherfucker might pop off one. He might think that, oh man, this is you know, this is a BBW or something like that. So you gotta be careful. You know, I don't know what motherfucker be thinking of, but you know, I didn't entertain any of that shit, and I didn't mess with people who entertain, you know, those homosexual tendencies in there. But just telling you from a man's perspective, you will get in shape. And you'll come out, depending on how much time you have in there, if you have any years, you'll come out a whole nother person. I've seen guys just transform themselves in there. So it can become a positive all the way around, physically, spiritually, mentally. So yeah, fat boys, you know, don't be out there committing crimes if you don't want to go inside and do the time. And, you know, then there's, and then there's the guys who just don't care. I've seen guys who are fat, who stay fat. You know, big, you know, motherfuckers who are balling, they got big books, big money on their books. You know what I mean? They go to commissary, they buy all kind of fucking tunas and fucking top ramen, and they do big spreads, and they don't care. Some motherfuckers, they just fat motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? They enjoy being obese, you know, but for the most part, a lot of people use it as an opportunity to make a change in their life for the better. So, yeah, fat boys, this one's for you. Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.